Hi there. So today we are focusing on one of the largest muscles in the body, which is the psoas. So this baby right here actually connects us from our spine down to our legs, and it carries so much. A lot of our emotions can be kind of stuck there. So without releasing it, we're carrying a lot as well. So today we're not here to aggressively stretch it. On the contrary, instead, we are creating space for it to let go, for the body to shift from holding to releasing. So all we're going to need today is a yoga mat and either a couch or your bed. For the very last pose, we will be laying on the bed or the couch. So stepping your left foot forward, taking your right foot back. Notice how the knee, I'm not on the kneecap, I'm actually a little bit over top of the knee. Placing our palms down, so really allowing for that support. So here we are in what we call a low crescent lunge, allowing for those palms to really support our upper body. You can always place your palms over top, or at least your left palm over top of your knee, or come towards the inside of your left foot to have both of your palms towards the inside. So right along the hip area, you've got the thighs and of course the psoas. Now, instead of pushing forward, simply let yourself soften into this pose. Drawing that breath, so moving your breath over towards your hip area, your thighs, just letting yourself soften. Really connecting to that breath. And to shift out, pressing your palms down, begin to lean back and moving your left leg back, walking your palms towards the opposite side and stepping your right foot forward. Sinking here, chest lifts, so look forward. If you find yourself holding yourself up, holding your body up, just really remind yourself, look, right now we're simply softening. So letting go, releasing any tension, and breathing into that hip and the thigh area on the left side. One side might feel that it has a little bit more tension than the other, and that makes complete sense. We have a tendency of holding on to a lot more on one side than the other. And remind yourself that this isn't about performing. You're not performing in your body. You're giving it the space to soften and release. And do 2 more breaths here. As you exhale, slowly begin to lean back, nice and gentle, nice and slow. Good. And taking your right leg back. Feeling nice and comfortable here. Taking your feet out wide, about the length of your yoga mat, and knock your knees in towards each other. So we're going to stay here for quite a few breaths. And I invite you to imagine that your pelvis, just simply this lower part of your body, you want to scoot your feet a little bit wider, you can. Just letting your pelvis really melt into the ground. Letting yourself melt completely, Either place your palms over top of your pelvis or alongside of you on your mat. I like to keep my hands over top of my pelvis just to really notice my breath. You'll begin to really pay attention, kind of where you begin to inhale and that lift, and as you exhale, drawing that belly button down in towards your spine. So if you notice that you're holding tension along your shoulders, draw your shoulders up towards your ears and gently release them down onto your mat. Since we're so used to doing, sometimes just laying here may feel a little uncomfortable. This is exactly the space that you're wanting to create for your body in this moment. So you're being instead of doing right now. For 2 more breaths. Good. Whenever you're ready, drawing your feet in towards each other and slowly make yourself up to seated. So coming up onto your bed or your couch, simply laying down. So laying down and literally just placing your leg so that it dangles down. Come a little bit closer in towards the edge. Now, if your couch or your bed is a little bit taller, that would be so much better to really allow for that dangling of the leg. So the psoas, it actually releases by letting go. It releases through softening, not through pushing. So in this case, might not be representing it the best way, or showcasing the best way. But from here, we're simply letting our psoas release. You may begin to notice a bit of a lengthening happening here, which is great. Just let yourself be. Kind of like what I'm doing with my arm, dangling down. This is exactly what we're looking for with that leg. Kind of give that permission, that invitation of release. So even though my foot is on the floor, I'm still noticing that lengthening happening here. And just a few seconds ago, I felt that extra invitation to let go still. And whenever you're ready with your next exhale, using the support of your hand, draw that knee in. Good. Give it a nice tight squeeze. And let's get that on the other side. So once again, coming towards the edge and dangling that leg down. At every exhale, just let yourself release even more, giving that reminder to your body that right now it doesn't need to do anything. It doesn't need to hold you up. It doesn't need to do any of that. Just let it go. Softening into this moment, softening into this pose. You can either keep that left knee bend or for it to go a little further, let yourself lengthen out that leg. If at any point you do notice that you're holding on, then bend into that left knee. With your next exhale, and the help of your right hand, bend into that right knee, draw it into yourself, give it a nice tight squeeze, and slowly lift yourself up. You may not feel a big release right away, but the softening we invite ripples out into how we walk, how we breathe, how we go about our daily life. The Psoas responds to patience and time and presence. So give it time and it will trust you.